Jay the Black, salute to everybody that's tuning in. Gotta talk about this video. I'll probably have a clip at the beginning. I also will link y'all to the original video because I'm not going to use the music. I may, if there might be some issue, I may keep the original in there. If not, may just have to switch it out. May just put a different one. But apparently, this guy must be with his girlfriend or wife. And he's watching her get this. I don't know if she's being given, someone mentioned cooking oil, or I know it's not water, whatever substance, whatever liquid she is consuming into her mouth. And she's consuming it in a very intentional way. I'll just say that. And you can look at the guy's expression next to her, and you can tell he was like, wow. Now, haven't we seen this before with Salt Bae and him giving the woman the meat while the boyfriend was right there? And in this situation, looks like a friend, of course, is recording his reaction, which really says a lot, because you can already tell that the friend knew what the guy's reaction may be. And that's why they started to record. And you can even look at the caption. See, this is why you can't take your girlfriends or wives nowhere. Okay, especially to no restaurant where, you know, the chef is going to be up close and personal, and they may be feeding the patrons around or giving them whatever substance he is giving this woman, and she is taking it all in. Not one drop was missing. As you could tell towards the end of the video, she like started to go towards the guy, right? Now, of course, the guy doesn't, if you look at his arm, I don't think he's melanated. But if anybody understands body language, when a person comes towards you, it lets you know that that person is more into what's going on, right? Because the guy was pretty much steady pouring the substance down her mouth, and she came more and more towards it, didn't spill anything. And then when she ended up holding the bottom of her chin to make sure she didn't drop anything. It was as if she was trying hard to impress this guy. And again, man, when you want to go to these nice restaurants where the chef again is up close and personal to the patrons, you know, these things may occur. And a lot of these guys don't know what to do. A lot of these guys are there. They're confused. They're upset, but they don't want to show it. And the women are okay with this. These are the same women that will tell you that they don't like when a guy approaches them. Okay. They find guys to be too thirsty for them, but they can, you know, be giving full on eye contact to a guy who's either putting meat in their mouth or pouring a drink down their throat. And she just consumed it. You know, she was determined to consume every last drop. It's almost like she was in a competition to compete. Who was you competing with? Now, when you look at what's going on in our society with Western women, a lot of these women will have boyfriends, they will have husbands, and they will still be flirtatious towards other men. They may even step out with other men. You can't really control, not to say you should control a woman, but a woman can't control her own actions almost anymore. You know, she does whatever her emotions tell her to do, even if she's with her husband or boyfriend. This woman probably didn't even think twice before she got that liquid in her mouth. She probably didn't think twice about it. And people gonna say, "Oh, that's harmless." Well, if a big breasted woman walked up to your husband or your boyfriend and told him, here's a shot of liquor, they put it between their bosoms, would you allow him to do that? And I'm not saying that it's the same as, you know, getting meat or, you know, getting the substance poured down your throat, but I mean, they still have the same meaning as to how it can be construed, right? A woman wouldn't even allow another woman to feed her husband or boyfriend, or to pour a drink, not pour a drink, but help him eat. I don't want to say pour him a drink, but I just think that we have a very hypocritical society where the women can do things, but the men can't. The women will look at you crazy if you ask them, why are you letting this guy put this meat in your mouth and you giving him full on eye contact? Why are you letting this guy pour this drink down your throat and your man is just sitting right there? You didn't think twice. Oh, it's all fun and games. They're just having fun. They're just going along with it. And I have a feeling that that's not the first time she's been there. I bet she's been there before. He just never been there before. And I bet she recommended that they go there. That's why the friend was recording and put it on social media, because she knew what was going to happen. And with friends like that, you can never tell what your girl is up to. You can never tell what your girl with friends like that. And you can tell the guy was uncomfortable. I can only imagine how much money he spent to try to impress his woman. But here she is, getting this liquid poured down her throat, full eye contact, because she was giving eye contact to a guy. Now, mind you, she doesn't know this guy. She doesn't know this guy. But she's allowing this substance to be poured down her throat. And it's all for entertainment. That's what they're going to say. It's all for entertainment. But I'm telling you right now, if I tell you, a big chested woman walks up and got into your husband or boyfriend's face, feeding him, right? You would not like that. You would not like that whatsoever. But these guys have to sit there and be subjected to their wife basically submitting to another man right in front of them. And you got the friend who's recording his reaction. Even got it circled, putting it on Instagram like it's funny. Yeah, trying to humiliate the boyfriend is funny. It's funny to the modern woman because they don't respect the men that they're with. All you dudes that are married to these women and y'all go to these places and you allow these chefs to put meat in your woman's mouth and liquid down her throat. Yeah, they don't respect you either. They don't respect you either. Because you got a lot of these guys, they are the defenders of marriage and relationships, and they tell you, we are wrong to point out the flaws in the modern woman. But here you got video after video that shows these women sitting up there intentionally embarrassing the guy that they are with. And the reason why I'm going to say intentionally is because why was the friend recording and then putting on social media? You didn't think that your friend is going to feel some type of way about you trying to embarrass her husband? And I know y'all going to say, well, that's nothing. Of course it's nothing, because it's a woman who's being basically serviced. So of course it's not going to be seen as bad. But this is not good. This is not good at all. And you got the friend putting it on social media trying to humiliate this guy. Who wants to be that guy who has to sit next to his wife while somebody's putting meat in her mouth or some drink down her throat? Who wants to be that guy? Or some oil or whatever that is. Who wants to be that guy? If you want to be that guy, tell me in the comment section that you want to be that guy who has to sit there and be subjected to your wife or girlfriend giving full on eye contact to a man who's feeding her meat, right? Or some type of liquid. Because I'm telling you, that ain't water. That definitely ain't water. I just think that it's a bad look, man. And I'm going to continue to call this out. I'm going to continue to call it out because the modern woman does nothing but embarrass herself and the men that they date.